Hi guys. Yeah, so recently I've moved to a new place. I have a new room, and yeah, I've just been thinking about doing this video for some time, like how to put your room in a way that is like nice for other people when they come to your room, right? Because yeah, maybe you are in a house sharing flat, but your room is your room, but also there's the common zones. But your room is your room, and there's no excuse to keep it like untidy or just with bad style, right? So yeah, several little tricks. First of all, clean it, make it clean. Like you don't want like clothes hanging around, dirt, I don't know, dust. Just clean it. That's easy. Another thing, just keep like not too much stuff on scene, you know, like you have closets, you have drawers, like put all the small stuff in there. You don't want a lot of stuff like hanging around. I mean, less is more, you know. So yeah, all the little stuff, all the little, like, I don't know, figures, like little decorations. I mean, I don't really enjoy them personally, because I think like when you see them on the store or in some place, that's not only the stuff you are buying, the figure or the decoration or the flower or whatever, but how is it put, you know, the context. So if you put a lot of stuff together, it looks bad, it just looks bad. So another thing is to keep like a definite style, you know, like how do you say, different colors and stuff. Maybe just put it a little stylish, you know, like if you're putting one thing of one color, don't put another thing right next to it like a slightly different color. It will look bad, you know. I really like to stick to the white walls. I think this sober and clean and nice, and most of the time I prefer like wooden floor. But yeah, I know that you cannot choose that. I mean, if it's like that, it's like that. So that's my personal favorite: white floors and wooden floor. And what else? I mean, if you have stuff hanging around, like kind of make it choose what things are you showing, you know? Like we all know, like we have stuff that we need, right? But we don't need to make it like hanging around. I don't know if I'm explaining myself right. Like maybe, I don't know, maybe you have a camera, okay? You like to take pictures, or you have a skateboard, and if it looks nice in the room, like leave it there, okay? But if it doesn't look nice, just put it on a drawer or something. I mean, it doesn't really need to be showing or need to be hidden. Just think about the stuff you have hanging around, and don't leave it there because of your commodity to take it. Just leave it there if it's nice to see, because if you take one extra second to take something from a drawer, then take it from the table, right? But in the end, if you leave stuff hanging out on your table, it will look like, you know, the classic everything piled up, untidy, like a mess. So I think, in my opinion, it's better just leave everything empty, clean, just the furniture, and then like a very few items that really describe you and they look nice in over the furniture or over the table or whatever, showing, right? For example, the camera, maybe. I mean, if you like to take pictures, well, yo, I don't have the camera either. It justified, you can take it faster and it looks nice on you. Anybody that enters in your room knows instantly that you only have one thing showing, and that thing is your passion. That's perfect. So yeah, that about items. Also, little trick, lighting. I mean, you have to really care about that. I mean, the windows are the windows, you cannot change them. But LED strips, like LED lights, are so cheap, but very cheap. Like, you can get it in Amazon, can get LED lights for $10 or $15, like LED strips. And they can be so nice. I mean, you can use them like to hang them behind the table or behind some furniture and make like a subtle, you know, very subtle like color painting the wall. Because yeah, LED lights most of the time can change color, like red, blue, whatever. Or you can make this effect that, you know, putting lights in white color or maybe more like orangey color, more warm, like hanging around, like extra lighting, you know, a little bit. And when you want to get intimate with your girlfriend or whatever, yeah, that and maybe a candle, it's nice. And you turn on the light, like, or maybe you want to relax and you just put that light, you know, and take off the lamp, the main lamp. So yeah, lights are very important. Other thing, if you have your room and you also have like a common zone, you know, the place where all the people living in the apartment can hang out, like living room or whatever is shared. When you have friends around in your house, maybe you want to think about like if they are comfortable in the living room, or if there are some times that maybe your roommates don't really want people in the living room. I mean, yeah, it's a shared zone and you can do whatever you want, yeah, of course. But there are moments, and I talk by my experience, that you just know that your roomies are like preparing for an exam or just relaxing, and they don't want noise in the living room, and we know that. So there are times that it's good to have like a plan B in your room, like maybe put a little sofa or whatever, a place to have your friends or your girlfriend or whatever hanging out, not in the living room. I mean, not necessarily being you have to be there all the time in your room, like close in your room, but it's good to have a plan B in your room, you know? Yeah. Also, I personally like, how do you say, this bar, incense bar? Like, it's a bar that you burn and makes smoke. You know what I mean, I don't know the word in English. But yeah, it helps to purify the ambience. And it gives like a nice smell, it's good. It also, I don't know, it's like kind of meditating. You burn it and you can think like, oh, all the pain goes away, all the suffering, all the bad spirits go away from my room. Nah, it's nice, I like it. I like to burn things. No, really. It's nice, so different flavors, different smells. Yeah, I really like that. Yeah, so I think that's most of the tricks. Really, it's simple, just keep your room clean. That's 80% of the deal. Keep it clean and keep it sober, not too much stuff, you know. And yeah, then if you just keep everything clean without many items hanging around and not too many fancy decorations, just that's most of it. That's the most important part. And I really like the detail of putting like something that defines you on the table or whatever, or maybe some pictures or something that's important for you. That's the only thing that should be visible on your room, you know. Less is more, and just by putting one thing, you are putting like that thing is important for you, like so important that you only have that thing showing. Maybe you have 4-8 drawers full of shit, but the one thing that's important for you is showing. So that's it for today. Bye bye.